Let's draw the master diagram showing blood-brain barrier. I'm showing the sectional view so that you people can understand. In the center, we'll draw the diagram, and this right side and left side, we'll try to write some of the important functions of the cells involved. Okay. What the diagram is showing, this is the circulating blood vessel. A beautiful diagram, page wise, so that you people can understand. What you are saying? You are saying flat, squamous, endothelial cells which are tightly placed, no fenestrations or pores, a distinctive nucleus, and here also you are seeing the endothelium, but I am least concerned on the lower side. I'll directly go to the upper side where I am focusing. So these are the endothelial cells. Here the blood cells are flowing along with the plasma. This is number 1, endothelial cells. Very, very important, and they are the major contributor to this. Now see my pen and the black color structure. This is the important one. This black one, what you are seeing. This is that barrier. I'm not drawing this side. Yes, we can draw, but my focus is on this side. You can see some junctional molecules here. So this is number 2. What is this? I can write here. This is the tight junctions. Do not forget to visit the second part of this lecture coming soon, where you will see what is this tight junction, how it is formed by the junctional protein complexes, what is occludins, what is connectins, how they are forming the membrane associated molecules, what ultrastructure they are showing, how they are being regulated, how they are being closed and open, and thereby they regulating the permeability of the junction. That is coming soon. So this is the tight junctions, and this is number 2. Now you can see in the blue pane a cell which is being closed. This is almost a flat cell which is present. This is the nucleus. So in this diagram, this is number 3, and this is pericyte, this blue. Now you are seeing, I can use the green one. Here you are seeing the basement membrane, and interspersed in that the basal lamina, where you are seeing these pericytes. So this is that basal lamina, basement membrane. We'll see in the details their anchoring role. So this is that laminar matrix. So for me, here you are having, this is basal lamina. The basal lamina, or here I can also use the word basement membrane, and this is, for me, this is number 4. This is number 4. Now coming to the black color structure, the black one. See, here you are seeing some foot-like processes, Endfeets. See this beautiful diagram. You are seeing another Endfeet. you are seeing another end feet. Another end feet. This is. What are these? This is number 5. This is astrocyte, important foot pads, or astrocyte end feet. So this is known as the blood-brain barrier, and the importance is of these tight junctions, what you are saying. So now coming to this endothelial cells, these are the lining cells of the blood vessel. Here I am writing the word capillary. Second, they are the cells which are showing the tight junctions. Third, these tight junctions form the barriers. These endothelial cells are the signaling cells. These endothelial cells show absence of fenestration or pores. Absence of fenestrations or pores. Here I can write they are 37% less thicker compared to other endothelial cells. Other endothelial cells. This is the beauty. Then another very important point, endocytosis is less, almost 40% compared to other blood vessels. These are the cells which shows charge, ionic specificity, and shows an altered or decreased permeability. Decreased permeability. Can you believe? It is 70 to 85% decreased permeability compared to other cells of the body. So that makes these endothelial cells here very dynamic. Stay tuned for my next lecture, where I am coming with every cell and their dynamic function separately. Next, I am coming to another master cell, that is the pericytes. You can see my green one, the pericytes. These are structural and supportive cells. This is important. Supportive cells. They are the cells which also regulate signaling. They form a supportive matrix. Supportive matrix. These points are making them very important. They regulate, this point is important, regulate blood flow. They regulate blood flow. They are contractile in nature. And can you believe, one of the most important function, if I can write 1, 2, 3, here it is 4, 5, then the sixth and most important function, they are the cells which regulate the tight junction dynamics. The tight junction dynamics. That means these are the cells which regulate how these tight junction, this black color what you are seeing, how they are going to be regulate. So that makes these cells not a supportive cell at all. It makes it supportive, signaling, communicating, integrating, and overall a master cell. Now coming to the third part, see my black pen for the astrocytes. And here I'm just writing the functions. Here you can see this astrocyte Endfeet. what is their function? In the diagram, this is number 5. So number 1, anchoring. Number 2, vascular covering. Almost more than 95% of the capillary is covered like this. Next, iron and water balance. This is very, very important. We'll see how they are being regulating this process. And biochemical support. That means whatever the biochemical measures are going on, that is by astrocytic hand pace. Next, this is important. Regeneration. If there is any injuries there, then they will also mediate the process of regeneration help. That's this Endfeets. So these are some of the very, very important functions of this Astrocyte Endfeets. Details coming soon in the next class, where we are going to talk about these 4 in high level. Then I am coming to the last one, the basement membrane. Here it is number 4. I can write some of the points in red pen. Number one, anchoring. Number 2, support. Number 3, semi-permeability. Number 4, diffusion barrier. That means it's a very, very important structure. And now I'm coming to 2 master functions. Here I'm writing reduced immune cell entry and decrease in cellular influx. That means cellular influx is also decreased. Thereby it reduces inflammation. So these are the functions. I am leaving this word tight junction. As I told you, this is the tight junction, which is the major regulator of this barrier function. It is reducing the paracellular transportation. It is made up of number of junctional complexes. So in the next lecture, we'll try to understand their signaling, their opening and closing, their structure and molecular regulation. So let me summarize this whole figure. So from inside to outside in a sectional view, this is a blood capillary showing the endothelial cells, continuous, non-penetrated. They are showing these tight junctions, and that tight junction formation is the unique character of these cells, endothelial cells. That's the number 1. Number 2 is the tight junction, as I told. Number 3 is this cell, these blue color cells. They are flat, compressed, contractile. They also contain the myosin-like filaments. They are signaling cells now. They not only regulate the blood flow, but they also have several important functions which I have written. The third component is this green color, what you are seeing, basement membrane or basal lamina, which is supporting, acting as an anchor to the endothelium as well as the pericytes. The pericytes are being interspersed in that basal lamina. Then coming to the number 5, the most important, the astrocyte feed processes. These are the protoplasmic processes and the endpoints which are non-neuronal in nature. They do not transmit, they do not conduct, they do not show any kind of irritability or excitability, but they are truly the supportive structures around more than 95% of the capillary bed. And these are the cells which regulate a lot of function. But the most important what I got, that is iron water balance, vascular coupling, and then biochemical support. All together, this structure is known as the blood-brain barrier, neurovascular unit. You can see there is a complex is there, and this unit diagram explains how complex, important, and privileged, that to precise, this blood-brain barrier is. So stay tuned for my next lecture, where we are going to study every cell in detail, along with the molecular basis of regulation of these tight junctions. Thank you so much. Do not forget to share my channel, subscribe my channel, comment. Please, I need your support to establish the channel for this type of deep content. Thank you so much. Have wonderful time ahead.